And he's that one black motherfucker when all them racist white motherfuckers say something, they can point to him. See, he gets it. He's one of the good ones.
Or the Hodge twins. Maybe they suck a dick.
Hey,
them cool motherfuckers.
Hey,
and they didn't even go to the fucking.
Chris, you should really be pissed with the Hodges twins because they damn near resemble your facial features, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You better than that. You better than that. I know you longer than that. I've known you. I know your mom. I know your family. They are great people. Don't do that. Don't do that. You better than that. Don't fall to that. They want you to do that. That's what they want you to do. Don't do that. You better than that.
I got the same side.
I love you, black man. Don't do that. I love you, black man. Don't do that.
Hey, who are these guys?
You are now stepping to the ledge.
Now recording.
Yo, welcome back to the TLP, the hottest place to be. And we are here again with some more bullshit for you. Anyway, I'm your host, Ken Bro. And again, I got the crew, the usual suspects with me, as usual. The local hero. Say what's up to the people.
What up, everybody? It's the local hero, a.k.a. Tyler Petty.
IG Wayne, man, speak to the people.
Fuck y'all.
Okay. I guess it is. All right, we got our special guest joining us once again, Mr. Christian Dior. How are you doing today?
You gotta want it. You gotta motherfucking want it. That's right. Had everything. I'm back.
Well, you heard the man. You gotta want it. And he definitely back and allowed in.
Hey, shout out to my Clippers for advancing.
Hell yeah. Hey, but Luka Doncic was getting ready to throw some hands. Do you think?
Let me tell you what Luka could do. Go ahead and get his gumshoe last white hope ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. I had to listen to these commentators, bro. Talk about this man like like when a motherfucker ain't even played 30, 40 fucking games and you already talking about he's the next perennial ball player. He's the elite. Elite what? Let that motherfucker play a few seasons before you start. White folks so quick. The second a motherfucking white boy come in with a left, he the shit. He they shit. He the next Larry Bird. Stop that shit. Fuck out here. Yeah, he's sitting his ass home now. He going to get a COVID test and a Colt 45. Sit your ass down.
Well, he can't go home because they ain't allowing Americans over there, so he here.
That's what I'm saying. He wherever he living at right now. I'm pretty sure he down there in that little rich ass town in Dallas. Shout out to Dallas. I fuck with Dallas, but this is one little area that's just like completely segregated. I understand why people fuck with Dallas. Like black people be on some like, no, Dallas is the shit. Yeah, I guess it is because y'all know not to cross each other's lines and shit. So okay.
You stay on your side,
I guess.
Stay on my side.
Yeah, so he over there in the rich town, he gonna be all right. Look ugly.
Man, sound real personal there, like you.
I don't like him. I don't know, man. It's so crazy. Like LeBron came in the game and was scrutinized and criticized all of his years until he just turned it up on motherfuckers and showed them like, nah, I'm the truth, bitch. But here come this white boy. And my, oh my, how the dick polishers come out of retirement. Because they are all over that boy's sack like it ain't nobody's business.
You always need that one white guy. And they couldn't really go too hard with Dirk, even though Dirk was that dude.
He was.
Dirk was exciting.
Dirk got respect, though. Dirk came in the game and put in his time, put in his, you know what I'm saying? He showed up. He showed out. Not saying that Shorty ain't doing his thing, but this your first year, bro.
Let that man let him get his feet on the ground. Get his feet
wet. And this wasn't even a full season. We had a whole AIDS pandemic out here. Like we had AIDS 10 out here. Like nigga, get out of here. We shouldn't even be playing basketball. You motherfuckers should be out here trying to figure out how to fix shit or make masks and fucking ventilators or something. Like fuck a basketball. Anyway, I digress. What are we talking about tonight, guys? I'm back.
Just so you know, we got a channel for that too.
Yeah, we got a startup show called NBA Timeout. You know, whenever you feel like to talk about some NBA, you can stop by.
Well, what you know? What sign me up because I got a lot of shit to say to a lot of motherfucking people out there.
See.
Yeah. All right,
Your fucking team sucks because your parents are your parents. That's why.
Yeah. That's a little bit harsh.
It is. You know, I'm in a very dark place. I had a colonoscopy since the last time we talked.
What?
Yeah, it's not fun. So I'm ready to fuck somebody.
Wait, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. You in the left field right now. You on first base.
No, it's not you guys. I'm just saying I'm ready to just talk some shit. It's not a comfortable thing. Actually, you know what? Real talk. Y'all got to get out there and y'all got to take care of yourself, man. For real. Health is. I know it's a scary fucking thing when it comes to black men, but we gotta take better care of ourselves. I know motherfuckers out here whole ass motherfucking free insurance, but won't get their ass up and go get common regular ass fucking screenings and shit like that. Take care of yourself, man. You can't do shit for yourself. Can't do shit for your family if you did.
And that's some real shit.
The more you know, bitches.
But yeah, colonoscopy wasn't that. I think the fucked up part about it, y'all gonna let me hijack the show. Fuck it. So the fucked up part about it was,
it's not like you got a lot of shit on your chest to get
off.
Yeah,
we go fuck,
bro. They put you under, right? And they like, oh, it's gonna be. This is a simple anesthesia. This is gonna keep you out for. What did she say? It was a light anesthetic. I think that's how it's pronounced. Whatever the fuck. It's supposed to be something quick and easy. It's not. Man, when I tell you it was the most date rape shit that ever happened to me in my life. They gave me the shit and I'm looking at the screen and they doing all they prep shit. And then I woke up and I was in recovery and it felt like 30 seconds had elapsed. And I was like, yo, this some bullshit. And I couldn't remember what they did to me. And I was like, this feels like a lot of them motherfucking like
the stories you had.
Yeah, like this is some bullshit.
So when you woke up,
probably was sore.
It felt like I wiped my ass too hard. It was very, very different.
But the question is, when you woke up, did somebody say, "Would you like a pudding pop?"
Hell no. No, motherfucker actually was asking me how I feel, and I was like, I don't know. Can y'all just leave for a second? I need to gather my thoughts. Fuck out of here.
All right, so everybody remember, take care of yourself and get a finger up your ass. Oh, no,
yeah.
No.
No, yeah, it's a camera. It's uncomfortable. It's
really camera up your ass.
Yeah.
Damn, they gonna
Lil X your colon. Colonoscopy directed by Lil X. It's just gonna get up in there. Oh, it's gonna be dope. Y'all gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be
all right. All right. Tonight we're gonna talk about Kenosha and all the things that's going on up there today with the riots, the shooting of a man 7 times in his back, black man, and all the different type of stuff. Go through the emotions and see how everybody feel about the situation. So let's start off with G. Man, how you feel about this whole situation?
Man, how I feel about what?
The stuff that's going on in Kenosha.
Man, it ain't no motherfucking justification for it. You know, motherfuckers did what they had to do. You shoot a nigga in the back 5 times. Don't the law say you don't shoot nobody walking away from you? You don't shoot nobody in the fucking back anyway. I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't shoot nobody in the fucking back. Mm-hmm. Seriously. In the fucking back. You had hands on that man. You had hands on that man. Why didn't you use your hands? You had hands on that man. and you pulled out your gun and you shot this nigga 7 times in the back, and then you ask questions, why the town get burned down? And then we got this little jerk bitch ass motherfucker. He decides that it's okay to shoot protesters. Who's trying to stop him from shooting protesters? And you wonder why shit get burned down. I don't justify the burning of the shit, but I understand. It is what it is. But that little fat fucker, he probably don't have no friends or something.
You don't look at him.
He just needed something to do, man.
Damn shame what happened to that boy.
And that was a poem by G called "And You Wonder Why Shit Burned Down." What's your thoughts on the situation, Mr. Dior?
Again, like what we've been fighting for, what we've been talking about from day one, is equality, right? And fairness, equal treatment. There was nothing in that situation that said if it was a white guy, it would have happened the same way. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, your gun was drawn already. Maybe if you didn't have your gun drawn on the man, you could have used 2 hands to take him to the ground. I understand. I'm not completely entirely sold on the idea that there's no space or no place for police officers in society, right? I do believe that they need to be defunded. I do believe that they need to be demilitarized. But at the end of the day, there's a place for police officers in society. The reason why you motherfuckers still make bad decisions is because you're still afraid of black people. I saw a video where a white guy, drunk as hell, beat the shit out of a cop and his partner, broke free from him, jumped up, got into their squad car, and peeled out.
I was literally sending you that video right now. Damn. Okay.
Well, you can hit unsend now.
Yeah, like seriously. So you know what I'm saying? It's what we've been fighting for from the beginning. Black people do not get treated the way white people get treated in a traffic stop or anything remotely close to a police encounter, right? We just don't get treated the same. If your gun wasn't already drawn out, like I said, I understand you gave him a lawful order. He got up and he, just refused to obey it. Okay, then tackle the motherfucker. If that video would have showed him slamming that guy to the ground and handcuffing him, well, he told your ass to sit down. You said, fuck it, you finna go do what you want to do, which, again, we don't know Jacob's story or his side of the story. And I'm pretty sure it is, in my opinion, being a father, being a black man, if my kids are in the car with the windows rolled up and I'm, having to go through this whole ordeal with an officer, fuck yeah, I'm finna go and check on my kids, roll the windows down, whatever the case may be.
One of those women on the news said that he was trying to move his kids.
Yeah, and then you got other people trying to say he did have a knife or something. They did recover a knife from the scene. And then you got people arguing that he was going to get a knife. I don't think anybody in a fucking right mind would try to go get a knife to combat a fucking officer with a goddamn gun to their back. Just don't sound right. Yeah, come on. So that don't even make sense. But you know what I mean? I can if you wasn't so afraid, your gun was drawn on that man before he even started walking. Before he even started walking, your gun was already out on him. And that's the problem. That's what we at. This is what we've been talking about. And again, the other side of that is this whole Killer Cal Rittenhouse. Shout out to nobody for your bitch ass. Like you got this kid who was actually able to walk past police officers and other armed services
with an assault rifle.
With an assault rifle after shooting a motherfucker. Like, this is what we're talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about. Black people.
No. Not after shooting a motherfucker. after killing 2 motherfuckers and shooting a motherfucker. You know.
This one exactly. So this is what we're talking about. Black men, black people do not get treated the way white people are treated when it comes to policing. You think it is all right to our bodies don't mean nothing, our lives don't mean nothing. It's okay for y'all to do whatever the fuck y'all want to do to us, yet you treat each other with common courtesy, respect. You treat this person as a tax-paying citizen. And, you know, I mean, I can go on and on. I ain't gonna rush the show. I got a lot of other shit, but no, I think it is, I think it was, you know, again, another glance at what we dealing with and why we fight and why we burning shit down. I condone burning the whole system down. It's broken by default. It is broken by design, I should say. The system was built flawed. And now y'all wondering why it's so fucked up today. Because y'all built it off of prejudice. You built it off of supremacy. You built it off of oppression. You built it off of fear and control. Things that this country, by definition, or at least by legislation, doesn't really agree with. This country, by its own fucking oath and its commitment to its citizens, its contract with its citizens, states that all men are created equal. And we have the right to liberty, justice, and the pursuit of happiness and all of these other things.
We was in the back when they made that. That didn't count. We didn't count.
No. But I mean, here's the problem, and I mean, we could talk a little bit about that too. But if you're gonna if this is what you stand for, despite who y'all wrote it for, if these are the words you stand by, then there's a conflict of interest here. But again, and that goes into a whole nother conversation. The laws of this land should have been, you know, redone, or however the fuck you say it. Like, it should have been changed a long time ago. Those were the laws and those were the things that applied back then. Today, like, you got laws today that are, I think one of the oldest laws is like 111 years old, some stupid shit, right? And it's a dumbass law, like something stupid as fuck. And I was like, well, damn, that's crazy. Then the motherfucker told me that, oh yeah, in New York, you still can't have puppets. You can't have a puppet show out your window. Who the fuck was doing puppet shows out their window? The fuck are you talking about? And that's still a law to this day. Like the legislation is outdated. These laws, these things do not apply to society today. They may have been outdated shit right after our grandparents. You know what I mean? Things have to be revisited. We have to open up the laws and legislation behind qualified immunity and things like this, because clearly they don't apply to society today.
That is crazy. Fucking puppets out the window. Wow, that's like the dumbest shit ever. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Stuff needs to be revisited. Times change. Society change. Why doesn't laws and Congress people change? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, you just said it, right? They don't have a lot of these motherfuckers don't have a what do you call it? Term limit. There's no term limit for it. So you got 75-year-old motherfuckers still sitting on these fucking like boards and shit, bro, that they reinforcing things that made sense to them 55 years ago. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem. Like you have to end that. There is a limit. Like, you motherfuckers can serve like maybe 8-10 years and you got to get the fuck up out of here. Because all you doing right now, that's like legislative fucking dictatorship, bro.
Hell yeah.
We'll never accept anything new concepts. Can you imagine the fight a motherfucker has for like the LGBT community with a motherfucker that's like 70, damn near 80 years old? That motherfucker he ain't got no sympathy for y'all. He still look at y'all like y'all fucked up. Like, hell no, we not finna get them rights. Fuck them. They're gay. Gay people are demons. You know what I mean? The mindset of these people that are that old are just not fucking open. They're not open-minded individuals. You know what I mean? Like, they're stuck in their own time. and they asses should be the fuck up out of there, bitch. Go ahead and be a go and retire down in Florida, fucking fish for marlin or some shit. I don't know, but your ass need to come the fuck from up out of there.
Hell yeah, I fucking totally agree. A local hero. What's your input on this situation?
As for the cop shooting, insert everything I said about Ahmaud Arbery and put it here. As for that little goofy ass white boy that Bobby off
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill looking motherfucker.
Oh no.
Let me tell y'all this. First of all, start marching with guns. Stop fucking going out there with your hands up. Have a fucking gun on you. Why don't nobody have a... You know why those motherfuckers didn't come to Chicago and try that shit? They got their ass shot the fuck up. They're only going to go places where they know there's no guns. They know them protests was peaceful. That's why they went there. Talking about we're protecting property. They knew all that riding shit was over. They knew everybody was gone. That's why they went there. Because okay, well now these motherfuckers ain't got guns. Now we can do what we have to do. I saw a video today where this white dude pulled a gun out on two protesters and they just throw their hands up and the cops walked over there and kindly escorted him away. Like, get you a gun. Because I'm gonna put this out here. One of you hillbilly redneck chicken shits run up on me, you will not make it home. I will make sure that you don't make it home. And number two, while we at it, burn down a police station. Don't just burn down Walmart. Burn down a fucking police station. And number three, this motherfucker is in juvenile detention. If he'd have been black, you know he'd have been in prison. He'd have been in real jail if he was black. So if this goes out, if anybody hear this, if y'all put y'all hands on this Frankenstein-looking motherfucker, I'm definitely donating money on your books. Because he learned that from me. Look at his parents, man. Look at these ugly hillbilly backwood hills have eyes cousin fucking motherfuckers. His father looked like a creative wrestler and his mother looked like his father.
She's saying the inbred?
Yeah, man, it's two ugly cousins that got together and had sex and created this little Jared off Subway looking motherfucker. And white people, he's a hero, he's a hero, he's a hero. Y'all saying that shit because y'all, I guarantee half these people, he's a hero, he's a hero. If he didn't have that gun, I guarantee his bitch ass would have been scared. A lot of you motherfucking white people talking all that shit. If y'all don't have a gun on y'all and y'all walking through a black neighborhood, y'all pussy ass scared. Hey, Tyrone, how you doing there, friend? I know the type. How you doing there, buddy? I'm not your fucking buddy, homie. The fuck out of here. That shit kills me, man. And what they need to do is, for here on out, stop putting white people in patrolling other hood. Stop letting white people patrol the hood. They're not from there. They don't want to patrol the suburbs because there's no action in the suburbs. They want action. Any motherfucker that's sitting there that wants action need to put his ass in the suburb. That's the exact reason why he need to be there. Only black people should patrol black neighborhoods. And you have to be from that area. Because then you know how to deal with people. It's easy if you got a motherfucker from your area. Say, man, stop doing that dumb shit. You gonna listen. All right, man, you right, homie. I'm sorry, man, my bad. Stop putting these motherfucking cowards in these neighborhoods that they're not equipped to handle and that they're scared of, and then you want to give them a gun. If you scared, motherfucker, go to church. Fuck you a cop for? You know what the fuck you signed up for. That's why whenever one of these motherfuckers get hit, I don't even feel bad about it.
If you scared, say you scared, motherfucker.
Take your punk ass to church and pray about it. Punk ass motherfuckers. And that shit made me so I'm sitting here and I'm reading these comments. He's a hero. He's a hero. He's a hero. You know who my hero is? Larry Davis. Shout out to him. If y'all know who the fuck Larry Davis is, look him up and y'all find out who the fuck he is. That's my hero. Now, how about that?
I thought your hero was Roger Rabbit.
See, here you go with this goofy shit, man. We in the middle of something and he come talking this cornball shit.
My bad.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, so to country, we're talking about the events that transpired in Kenosha. and basically
Oh,
just going around getting
Now,
everybody feeling and opinions about
now we
like
talking about
how they
Kenosha,
feel about it.
Wisconsin, not KFC.
Sure.
what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? You gotta go
But
left.
you
But
Sorry.
came in right. You came in at the right point. So yeah. So what you think about the whole Kenosha thing, the riots, the shooting in the back, the
White boy
dude
with the Frankenstein
walking
haircut.
around with the the Bobby from King of the Hill walking around with an assault rifle shooting protesters. What you think about
Walking
all that?
past the cops.
Man, I mean, it's not really even an eye opener anymore. This shit been going on for years, man. These psychotic ass young white boys been doing this shit for years, man. It's just the power of pussy, man.
What the fuck is that? Wait, what?
Power.
Why?
These white kids can't get laid. They can't get laid, bro.
Man, your ass on second base, man. That's
They
left
just
field
keep
like a motherfucker.
all that Call of Duty go to them white dudes' head.
Now I'll
look,
go with that. I will go with
I
that.
gotta agree with him. If you were
I'll go with that.
somewhere getting you some pussy, I guarantee you your ass wouldn't be trying to shoot nobody.
Tell you, man.
I'm gonna go with the Call of Duty. I think the motherfuckers play Call of Duty and they want to live that shit out.
They want to, man. I'm telling you. But if one
Listen,
I'll go
girl,
with that.
he finna be the first motherfucker to get sent up for 1,000 years and never have a piece of pussy. He finna go in and be a piece of pussy. This
that's
man,
No,
crazy.
if
no.
he'd
Think
have
about
had
that
him,
though.
if
You in
he
jail.
look, you 17 years old, bro.
You gonna get 5
Tell me,
years.
you know what I mean? How many times motherfuckers ran to the house trying to knock on the door? Chris, the BD twins coming on the block. Gee, we finna go down. If I had some pussy in the house, the BD twins finna be tyrants for the next 2 hours. They finna rape and pillage all of Pimp Town, all of 44th
Look,
Street down to 46th Street.
look,
They finna have
look.
their way with y'all until I'm done.
This shit is not no.
He gonna get 5 years, man. 5 to 7 years.
It don't even
Then he gonna
matter,
get about
man.
10-year probation.
It's 5 years in getting pussy time though. That's like forever, bro. Like,
Let me let me let me
years.
reiterate that. Anybody that fucks that little goofy looking motherfucker up, I'm gonna make sure I start a GoFundMe account for y'all. Y'all gonna get some money. And if
Yeah.
you rape them, you get double.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't
Oh
want
no.
to.
I
I don't want
can't
to
be a
exclude.
part of this shit. I
I don't.
got
I don't want to.
sponsors, man. Oh fuck.
I don't want to exclude the moist dudes. Y'all get in on it too.
All the apologizing I'm finna have to do Monday morning. Thanks a lot.
if you
Man,
if
man.
you if you
Damn,
enter that
man.
do not enter cycle, then I will definitely give you double.
Why you just Nick Cannon fucking Mr. Dior, man? How you do?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. We ain't look.
Hey,
We
but
good. We ain't talking about
You
Jews, man.
made
You
it
okay?
sound like my comments were bad.
but the motherfuckers, but the
We ain't-
motherfuckers who did all the kids that did all this shooting up schools and shit before him, did they get prosecuted like this guy?
Well, you know what is crazy? You said that. I heard that the one of the guys from the
they know.
What's the
But they
caliber?
normally
no
commit
no
suicide.
from the man what was it the marathon, the Boston
Oh, the
Marathon
Boston
Yeah.
bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lightening their sentence or lifting whatever the sentence was. Like I didn't get a chance to read the article, but yeah,
That's all
yeah.
you feel that.
They keep doing it, man. They keep doing it. They keep slapping these white dudes on the hand.
Have you a gun when you're marching? Stop marching without guns.
I think that's what they should
And,
be
and
doing
in
though.
high school, we didn't march without guns, so I doubt if we do that now.
If you in a
My
motherfucking open, if you're in an open carry state, you should be openly carrying.
I mean,
So,
I don't know.
is there still a Black Panther like?
It's a division of them, but they're not. It's not a lot of them.
Well, we got the NFAC.
We don't need the Black Panthers. We need the BLA, man. You need the Black Liberation Army. You need the motherfucking enforcers.
We got
That's what you need.
the NFAC, which is the Not Fucking Around Coalition, who have been I don't
You
know if
know,
I mean they you got white folks out here and black folks out here that's amping up or preparing for a race war. This group went down to Stone Mountain, Georgia, to a site
Ooh.
that is like completely. It's like the most renowned site for like the Klan, right? And
So
they
they
got like
racist as
this
fuck, yeah.
huge. They got this huge thing on top of a fucking mountain down there. The NFAC is at that point there was over 1,000 members, armed, all black, and they went straight to that monument. They called motherfuckers out. Like, we in y'all house. What the fuck y'all want to do?
They
Didn't
not
shit
gonna
pop
show up
off. No.
because them motherfuckers had guns.
Yeah, every single one of them, armed to the teeth. They went to Kentucky like last month, and they were over 3,000 members that time. And they went down to like, what were they at? They went down to, I want to say they were in Louisville. And they went down to like their city hall area, and they was armed, and they were demanding justice for Breonna Taylor, bro. Everybody don't want smoke, bro. It's only a handful of these motherfuckers out there, and they only tough in the areas that they in. I tell people all the time, you know a fighter when you see one. Fighters don't do all of that woofing, and you know what I'm saying. When a motherfucker's hair stand up on the back of their neck the same way in your neck of the woods as it would be in their neck of the woods, that's a fighter. When you just big and bad, when you got your numbers around you and shit, that ain't shit. It's easy to be confident when you got cheerleaders behind you. Have your fucking back against the wall and 700 motherfuckers in front of you. Then show me you still tough. Pop that shit then. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't built like that. People in general ain't built like that. You know what I mean? It's a very small margin, especially in society today. This is a weak ass society of individuals. The reason, and it's not due to action. You could tell the weakness of a society or the strength of a society by how they treat the women in their society. You're weak by structural and just kind of like this you like toxic masculinity bullshit. These motherfuckers ain't built like that. Half these niggas out here with guns ain't killed shit. You ain't never shot that motherfucker at nobody. You ain't never had to shoot a motherfucker or shoot at a motherfucker and worry about whether or not you was going to jail for the next 3 weeks. You ain't never had to draw down or do any, like, these people don't know that shit, right? And this is why I encourage so many motherfuckers in the streets to wake up to what's going on around you, because that's our real strength is these young motherfuckers. All these rapping motherfuckers, God bless the dead. All these motherfuckers that you got, the homies that just shot up FBG Duck, down here in River North. Like, motherfuckers is out here doing shit like that, bro. Them the ones that really need to be out here on the front lines. One, y'all not afraid to shoot. Two, you're not afraid to die. That's the biggest fucking thing with most of these motherfuckers out here. You scared of death. You scared of death. You scared to death, of death. It's gonna happen. Why the fuck is you sitting up here dying 1,000 deaths thinking about it? Won't stand for shit, argue about everything that's going on, but won't step out here, bro. There's so many motherfuckers, but on the other side of that, too, there's motherfuckers that on that other side that are just as cowardly. And they've shown you that through fucking, the reason why these motherfuckers do what they do today is because they are afraid of what black people may retaliate for.
Yeah. But now this whole Trump thing got these motherfuckers bold as hell now, though.
I don't buy it. They only tough when they around the RNC and when they down there in their comfort. Bring your ass to Chicago. Come up here.
These motherfuckers doing a lot of extra shit now. Like a lot.
They are in their areas though, right? And that's why we was talking about Dallas earlier. This is why I never felt comfortable, or I never understood how other black people felt comfortable in rural southern areas, right? Like, y'all comfortable in Texas, y'all comfortable in Arizona, y'all keep moving y'all ass down to fucking Nevada, even though these are all Trump County areas. How? Those motherfuckers are comfortable with this president being in office. They're comfortable with physically displaying like that racist tension, right? Like, you know what? I'm just tired of seeing these black motherfuckers. I'm gonna go over here and say something. They never felt like that before that motherfucker got in office. But they don't do that shit up here as much. Like, you don't see in Michigan, maybe, yeah, like certain places, but you ain't seeing them pop off in areas where it's like, 50-50. Like it's a blend of black and white. They popping off like that where it's predominantly white, and they know that they can get away with doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
I heard that. Well, I'm ready to sock me a white dude in the mouth.
See, back to what I said the other day.
Just
I think it'll be fulfilling though. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it do it just like I was telling the kid the other day. Dude had this big ass fucking Trump flag on his car, and this motherfucker had the Trump decal in the fucking back window. He was overkilling like a motherfucker, and everybody that passed him was just flipping him off. And I was driving behind this guy for a cool 5 minutes before I even gave a damn what the flag was saying.
you know what though? Most of the people that support Trump are poor white trash.
Was his wife?
I literally wanted to follow the truck to see where it parked.
There are no billionaires. There's no real billionaires that support Trump. Honestly, not publicly, anyway.
Well, why you say that? That seems like the only people that's backing his ass though.
No. The Koch
You
brothers
said there's
don't
no
like
billionaires that support Trump?
him. Millionaires, yes. Billionaires, no. The Koch brothers don't fuck with him. He pissed them off, and those were the ones that got him in the office. Bill Gates don't like him. Warren Buffett don't like him. Bezos don't like him.
No,
more.
I thought
Probably
Bezos
no more.
was an open Trump supporter.
No, they going after his ass now for a monopoly.
But they used to support him.
You know why they
these
did that? But
supported
it's
him
not his
then.
it's not his political shit they stepping away from though. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what's finna fuck Trump up? That Epstein shit.
What about it?
He hung around Epstein all the time.
Jeff Epstein's a great guy.
He's a good friend of mine.
I've known him for 3 years. He's not a bad guy at all.
Said the same thing about that bitch.
Nah, you know
She's
what?
a good She get out.
Epstein, I think Epstein was killed because he was about to send a lot of motherfuckers to jail. And now they got what's her name ass out here dangling in the wind too. She next.
I think he was smart enough to get that bitch the tapes though, because they never found the tapes. He had cameras all over the house. They never found the tapes. He was smart enough to get the tapes to that bitch.
Yeah, the tapes to her. Yeah, that's probably the only thing that's keeping her alive.
It is. They don't know where the fuck the tapes at.
What? So you saying he got some lost tapes like Nas?
Man, he got them R. Kelly joints.
Nigga,
Somebody in New Jersey got that shit. And they VCR.
He got lost scripts like the Bible, boy.
Got remixes. He got a bunch of remixes.
They left a lot of shit out of that book. When it was like, oh, he was found dead in his cell, I was like, no, really? The fuck out of here. It's Mr. Freaky. He got everybody's dirty secrets on tape, man. Hell yeah, he did.
The camera just didn't work. All the guards fell asleep at the same time.
Yeah. Come to find out, one of the main guards was like a drug addict and all of this other. Really? How the fuck you a drug addict and a federal fucking prison guard? Like, come on now.
Two black people never fall asleep at the same time on the job. One got to stay woke to look out for the boss.
Right. Fuck, we don't both get fired. Fuck.
Yeah, you got to alternate. You got to have one motherfucker tap you on your shoulder. Hey, man, here come the boss, man. Wake up. You know how they go. Hey, man, come on. It's my turn to sleep.
That shit crazy. So, what do y'all think about the whole Herschel Walker thing? We start with Christian Dior this time.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say this. I was a huge fan. You know, I was a Cowboys fan, bro. Like back in the day. So Herschel Walker was like a superhero to me. Down the line throughout the years, When I really started seeing where he aligned himself in terms of politics, bro, I wasn't shocked at that story. And I can't lie. I didn't even read the article completely or anything. When it said Herschel Walker's son, blah, 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 whatever the title was to the article, I was just like, yep, and gonna go right past that scroll because I already knew what it was. Herschel Walker, I think that's one of them individuals that kind of like, you got real life OJs out here still to this day. Certain people don't view themselves as black first. They view themselves as whatever this character, this personification of themselves that they sold on the white public. That's who they are first, then they're black. Successful black people have a very bad habit of forgetting who they are, what they are, where they come from. And you know what I'm saying? It go back to that shit, back in the 90s when motherfuckers like, you keep it real, represent the hood. We not saying you supposed to just be some dumbass and like buying into black stereotypes, but understand in the world that you live in this capitalist ass society that we live in, you are black first. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how many hands you shake. It don't matter that you support this party instead of that party. You are still black first. The way that the system is set up is to continuously press down black people. That's why you keep having stories of how many times have we seen black politicians, black police officers, black celebrities for that matter. I just seen a video today. Brandon Marshall was trying to move into his new house down in Florida, and somebody called the police on him. This is Brandon Marshall, reasonably notable figure. You should not know who Brandon Marshall is. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like middle-aged white men who probably love football, then you should automatically be able to identify this guy as he's walking up. But because they didn't, they treated him how they're trained to treat him, which is as a black man, which is like shit.
That's fucking nuts.
So no, it was no real mystery to me when I heard people talking about it again. Y'all might have to enlighten me on what was said, but his name being involved in any type of like, kind of like, negative, bullshit in terms of what's going on in society right now. I'm not surprised because he's one of those blacks that, in my opinion, felt like he was successful. He's acceptable. So he's Herschel Walker first, then he's black.
That shit crazy. Local hero, what's your take of this whole situation?
All I know is this. We call them graham crackers. So black people with the European mind, them graham crackers. Oh shit, I ain't on Facebook. Okay, yeah, he's a coon. I can say that now. He's a coon. He's always been a coon. Always will be a coon. He forever cooning. Now I was sitting here, I'm listening to him. Okay, well, we already know what he is. But then he spread the shit to his son. I'm sitting here like, yo, like, why this little moist motherfucker talking on? Now look, I said, oh, okay. What Herschel Walker don't understand is your son is a gay black male. So he's going to get it double. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to start doing is you need to start realizing that knowing Trump, knowing all these people is not going to help your kid when he out here on these streets. When them cops pull him over, they're not going to see the fact that he's Herschel Walker's son. They're going to see a gay black dude. And they probably bang his ass, pause. No homo. You know what I mean? So, and even with Urlacher, like I couldn't believe Urlacher says this shit, and Urlacher has a half black son. It's like these motherfuckers, like people know who they are, so they don't give a fuck. They're protected, but it's like you don't even think about your kid and what you're saying when you say it. Like, do you not know your kid is black? Like, are you not seeing that? Like, I don't know, man. Yo, he'll cool. That's all I gotta say. Him, fuck Terry Crews too.
Talking about Bernard?
Yeah, I'm talking about Muscle Bernard. Fuck Terry Crews. Fuck Terry Crews while we at it too, man.
That's
Throw him
crazy.
in for good measure.
To country. What you think about the whole Herschel Walker incident?
I don't really think nothing of it. I ain't really follow that one. Yeah, I got
They
nothing on.
said
Got nothing
they
on the
said
hurt.
the man they said the man was a criminal and a crackhead. Oh, and to go back to the story. Okay, so to go back to the story, because all the white people want to pull up his criminal record. They were there for a domestic that did not involve him. So when they went to stop him, they did not know who he was because I'm pretty sure they didn't have his ID at the time.
So Herschel
So
Walker, the football
I'm
player.
talking about I'm not talking about him no more. I'm going back to Jacob Blake. When all these people pulling up his record,
Hey, can
when all these people,
y'all give me a quick rundown of the Herschel Walker story?
they said that he's a criminal and a crackhead. Basically, they talked a bunch of shit about him, and he did have a criminal record. But like I was saying, when the cops went there, they went there for an unrelated case. So they purposely went and targeted him purposely. So it's like, because he has a record doesn't make him a bad person. And how do they know that he was on drugs? That's just an assumption that they made. But that's the problem when you have white supremacy coming out of black faces, then white people believe it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm not finna sit there and let a ballerina get on fucking TV and talk bullshit about something he don't know nothing about. Like, you, little homie, you ain't never been in the hood. Like, stop letting your father put you in a situation that you're not gonna make it out of. Because when the curtain goes down, your father is not gonna be there when them cops stop your ass at night, not knowing who you are. When you go to your nice house and they saying, "What you doing in this neighborhood, boy?"
That is freaking nuts. G, what's your take on the whole Herschel Walker?
I know nothing of it.
Yeah, so basically, it's just him calling Jacob Blake a criminal and all this stuff. You know, basically, like what all the the white people that try to spin the story and trying to demonize,
So
the person that got shot by the cops or killed by the cops.
what's being a criminal got to do with being shot in the
He's
back
not dead.
sometimes?
He's
What
paralyzed.
what does a criminal have to do with being shot in the back 7 times? What does a criminal have to do with anything like that? I mean, I don't know Herschel Walker, but he's a black football player at one point in time. I figure he's a criminal then. Because most black football players are criminals, right? That's what they say, right? Shit. So, all right,
Black quarterbacks have been getting out of hand.
he must have been a criminal then. I mean, shit. But that has nothing to do with being shot in the back 7 times. I mean, what happened to shooting the nigga once? I'm still wondering about that. Okay, you shot him. Where did the other 6 come from?
You have trigger happy, pussyfooting, scary ass white people with a gun and a badge. They don't know how to shoot the gun in the first place.
You can't justify shooting him because his back is turned. You cannot justify shooting him at the point blank range.
Here's the problem, and I think what a lot of people are missing about all this shit is you're talking about a unarmed person, right? And then the first thing that they go to is, well, if we would comply with the officer's orders and demands as if they are sovereign to some point, and I have to avoid my constitutional rights, my civil rights, my human rights, just so I can survive this police pullover or this traffic stop or this whatever random ass bullshit that this cop decided to do. I have to void my rights just so I can survive it. White people don't, how many times white people check the shit out of police officers? No, I'm not getting out of my car. No, you need to tell me why you pulled me over. No, like literally go through the whole rigmarole with their ass. And sometimes it happens with black people who are smart enough, articulate enough, and educated enough, but everybody don't, represent themselves well within that encounter, right? Tensions are heightened, fucking emotions are heightened, everything. This person may not know the legal reason behind why he doesn't have to give you his ID, but does that mean he's not right for giving you his ID? He doesn't have to, but because he didn't do it and you demanded it, and you feel because you got a fucking badge and some pale ass skin, then you well within your rights to shoot or harass or further fucking like violate this fucking human being. It does not happen to other fucking people. It only really happens to black and brown people. And that's the fucking problem. These motherfuckers are morons. When I get out here and I stand on defunding the police, it is for all purposes the truth behind the problem with CPD. First of all, these motherfuckers, if the weak are gonna fall off, right? You defund that fucking police department right now, I guarantee you'll be left with probably the best officers. The only ones that's gonna leave are the ones that was fucked up to begin with.
They only got a 46% case closing rate anyway. So they getting this overtime, all this money, and they don't even solve half the fucking cases that pop up on their desk.
Bro, I mean, if you go back and if you just go and look through their numbers, right? Police don't solve shit. They don't prevent any. They're not proactive. They're reactive. When the shooting is done, y'all come in and y'all collect evidence and start an investigation. Like, there's nothing that you really do to stop crime. When these motherfuckers go out here and fuck up and shoot and kill somebody wrongfully with no cause at all, it's the taxpayers that pay that shit. You talking about another $1 billion in taxpayer dollars that had to be forked out because of wrongful death suits, wrongful arrests, all this other bullshit, right? If we on the hook for y'all fuck ups, why the fuck should we be giving you a $1.8 billion budget?
Right.
If we on the fucking hook for y'all fuck ups anyway, nah, we gonna get y'all that. We gonna take at least $1 billion back because we finna have to kick out $900 million in lawsuits for y'all asses.
That is fucking nuts. They fuck up, we pay for it.
And keep paying for it and keep paying for it. They find other fucking ways. This is $1.8 billion in straight fucking cash. This ain't the money they making charitable donations from other organizations to the police department. This doesn't account for money that comes from they got the private contract with CPS for $3 million. This is an absurd amount of money to militarize a police department. For what? That's the type of money you get to the National Guard to protect the state. That ain't the money you give to a motherfucking police department to enforce laws in a city. This shit is disgusting, bro. This whole system is fucking flawed by design. It was fucked up from the beginning. And that's why it needs to be broken and burned down to a fucking crisp.
The truest words ever spoke.
Radio Raheem.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to fight the power.
All day.
Fight the power, fuck the police, all them good ass lyrics.
I heard a brother talk the other day, and he was talking about how he said there's good men, there's good women, there are good fathers, brothers, mothers, sisters, but there are no good police. The second you put that badge on, you are guilty by association. You're guilty by contempt. If you ain't gonna sit up there and hold that, you think these officers ain't seen one another do some fucked up shit? You don't think a good cop seen a bad cop do some fucked up shit and never said nothing? Your contempt is your guilt. Your silence is your guilt. Accountability, and that goes both ways. That's in the hood too. I'm tired of motherfuckers steady jumping up, talking all this shit about where's Black Lives Matter when These kids are getting killed in the neighborhood. Okay, that's a good question, but let's ask this question also. Where the fuck is the community when these kids get killed in the hood? Where's the accountability on the motherfuckers out there that actually see this shit happening and don't say nothing? You afraid. Fear is the age-old fucking tactic to get anything fucking done. If you scare a motherfucker enough, they will do anything to feel safe. These gangs are fucking tyrants and fucking like tyrannical in that act. Everything that they do is why the communities are fucked up the way that they are. People afraid to stand up. People afraid to call out they fucked up ass neighbor who got a 15, 16-year-old that's out here wilding out. The parent know it, but don't give a fuck. And that neighbor that lives next door or across the street just too scared to say shit because they don't want no smoke. Yeah. You're afraid of your communities. You're afraid of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is accountability is a two-way street, bro. We can't sit up and ask for accountability on the police end and not demand it in our communities.
Yeah, that's why more communities need to kind of like band together and stop this bullshit within their community, because outside forces can only do so much. Yeah, Black Lives Matter come like what? How much effective if the people in the community is not willing to change or put forth the effort to make shit change?
Exactly.
That's like me having a fucked up household, and I know my household fucked up, but I ain't trying to do nothing to correct it. So I'm looking at my mom, my aunties, or my cousins to come in and fix this shit for me. Like, that makes no sense.
Absolutely not. Like, and that's exactly what I think. People are misguided when it comes to Black Lives Matter. Shout out to all the organizations out there, BLM, Black Abolitionist Network, Rage. People look at these organizations as if they the fix to issues that are no. Until you willing to get out and be a part of your community and be a part of that change that you want to see, then no, you're not gonna. These organizations are not. They're not the saviors. They are here to bring people together on social issues. But at the end of the day, they are not the end all be all. They're not here to answer all of your problems. You have to take accountability. You have to step up. You have to be responsible for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your village. You have to be a part and an active member of it. Too many times and too often we see, I went through a friend of mine's neighborhood and there was like no community. You know what I mean? Like the communities don't commune. You never come together. You got people that been living in a neighborhood today in Chicago, and I ain't never seen this. And G, I'm pretty sure it was the same for G and everybody on this call. Like, when did y'all not know y'all neighbors? Like, it happens today where people live on the same block for like 10 years and you don't even know that person's name that lived down on the other end of the block. We never grew up with that. We were so tight back in the 80s, 90s that we knew your cousins that was coming in from other neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just we knew you and your family that lived here. We knew the people that was coming over here to visit you. That's how tight we was back in the day. And communities ain't like that no more. They're the complete opposite of that these days. Everybody's so fucking afraid of each other that they don't even speak. When I went out west, my homie came in from Iowa for a little bit. I went out west to sit over by his house. I'm speaking to people just because they was walking past. They looking at me like, what's up with this motherfucker?
Yeah, people don't speak no more. That happened to me all the time.
That we got to get back to the basics, bro. We got to get back to the core premise around us, which is knowing each other and trusting each other. Until we can get back to trusting one another as a black culture, we fighting an uphill battle.
Oh yeah.
Divide and conquer is the most, like, it's one of the most brilliant fucking
Effective.
ineffective fucking tactics in war, right? How easy is it to divide and conquer a people that won't even stand together for each like it was so difficult back when we first got here because we were still tribal and we still held on to things, right? This separation, this pull, this divide that they did, which I say this with complete disgust, they were brilliant at doing when they brought our people over here. They succeeded at what they wanted to do to the black people, which is to destroy them. They broken black people. African descendants of slaves are a broken people. And they won with that one, right? But how easy is it nowadays for them to divide and conquer when we won't even we won't even see when I hear somebody's told me I need to hear. It was a friend of mine who got a nephew that's out here rapping, right? And they was like, man, you got to hear his music, blah blah blah. Within the first 4 bars, I think I heard op like 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like op this, op that. Like, and that's how we view each other. Black people view each other as opposition. Like you against me. You know, how easy is it for somebody to divide and conquer a group of people that are already divided and beaten?
No, that's nuts. I mean, like you said, man, like the whole community thing is just broken now. Like I know when I when I out doing deliveries and shit, like I delivered to this one house and I walked and I noticed like the people next to him garage was open. So I told the people when I dropped, the delivery off that, I could text them and let them know. Like that means that shows me that motherfuckers in that community know each other. And this is all the way out in Lamont, Illinois. So I don't understand like what happened to all that, amongst our community and all that. Like you can't even, most people don't even know the motherfucker that's live right next door to them. You probably see the motherfucker every day too. Probably even wave every now and then, but don't know nothing about that motherfucker next door to you. That is fucking, and probably been living next door to each other over 10 years and don't know shit about each other. Yeah, that shit is weird to me.
That's how they got us, bro. That's the mindset of the culture right now today. And it's something that we gotta, I think the biggest boycott or the biggest issue that we still to this day don't want to address. And it's because this has been an outlet, again, like everything else, basketball, football, and all these other fucking things that they left on the table for us to pick from. Music is by far one of the worst things that's going on in society today. We still sit up and we, because motherfuckers like, well, I'd rather he be out here doing his music, but his music is degenerative, to say the least. It's destructive to his people and to himself. But we gonna keep condoning it because he's putting food on the table and he's providing a better life for his family or somebody else. Like people only see this monetary value in things and they don't see the long game. We as a culture, we are the only thing keeping this country alive, bro. To this day, you got a whole damn pandemic out here, but they begging and urging black men to put on these jerseys and go out here and throw a ball through a hoop. They're encouraging, black men and women to get out here and create art and music and all of these other things. We have always, black history is American history. You cannot separate the two. We gave y'all everything y'all have right now to this day. But we don't realize that we being played. Like the music game, bro, I'm looking at Lil Durk and all these other kids out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, y'all in a position to do a whole lot, but y'all mindsets are so compromised because of this whole fucking system. You'll forever sit out here and make this crazy ass music that you don't even see it as degenerative in any kind of way. You looking at it like, it's just a story you telling. No, it ain't. You influencing somebody else somewhere that was your age when you picked up that pen and started writing to go out here and do some stupid shit and live this life.
Hell yeah. Like, yeah, you telling your story, but at the same time, in the manner you telling your story, you make it's like you glorifying the shit,
Exactly.
not trying to tell
Glorifying
people
it.
the hardships you go through just to deter them away from it. You glorifying it like, yeah, I just shot the ops yesterday, you know.
I mean, it's don't get me wrong. I am no way in any shape, form shitting on them completely. I
No.
just feel bad because I know some of these guys to be a lot smarter than that, but they kind of like you do one thing, and then it's kind of also on parenting, right? You can't dump everything off on celebrities and athletes and things like that. Like, you know, parenting definitely is a huge issue in this damn country. Shit. Speaking for Chicago alone, my nigga, some motherfuckers should have never had kids. And bitch, you should have went and had your pussy sewn up 1,000 times over to prevent ever having a fucking kid, ever.
Hell yeah.
Because it's one thing for men to be absent in their father's lives. The most destructive families I've seen is when you got mothers who are just completely fucked up. It's like almost like they anticipate fathers to not be there or fathers to be a little edgy and not, you know what I mean, you know, the most appropriate parent. But when a woman, and again, going back to it, you can always tell the quality of a place by how they treat their women. If a woman is fucked up, that child is done. It's nothing you can do. It's almost absolutely nothing you can do for that kid.
Hell yeah. That is like the saddest part too. You having an absent father and a mother that's there but absent.
Yeah, but fucked up. She not even coming in. You coming in with bad grades and she rolling up a blunt telling you go ahead to your room and you know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, yeah, nah. A woman's role in her child's life and society in general, bro. Like we need to start valuing our women. Black men too. I'm not saying that like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so much that go into this whole spectrum. There wouldn't be there wouldn't be a lot of these situations, man, when they see the strength of family again, right? When the black man is put back into his rightful place, which is in the home, with his family, with his queen, with his seeds. They don't want that, bro. The imagery behind it. I had a conversation with a brother, one of the community organizers around here in Logan Square, and we were talking about, I was just picking up a slice of pizza, and we ended up having like a 20-minute conversation at the restaurant when we got to talking about how, you know, things that were kind of like what am I trying to say? Images, right? Like when you were growing up. You know what I mean? He was telling me how things were in his neighborhood back when he was shorty, and they were the exact same things that I seen in my neighborhood when I was a kid, and how they transitioned. When I grew up in Bronzeville, 43rd and Prairie, shout out to the B. It was nothing but black owned bit. Everything in my neighborhood was black owned. Howard's Cleaners on 47th. That's a black owned fucking cleaners. J&J Fish back in when you go to J&J Fish now, I swear to God, you think you finna get the best fucking hummus ever, because it ain't nothing but motherfucking Arabs in there. You know what I'm saying? When I was a shorty, these were black owned. You saw as a young black man growing up that, you know, there were black entrepreneurs. So even if I don't, you know, have the skill set to be a ball player or something, yeah, at least I could be like Mr. Johnson on a dry cleaning company. Or at least I could be like this person that own this. You don't see that no more. These kids don't have that. They don't have everything in their neighborhood is owned by other nationalities of people. There is no idea of black success stories, like, or idea of like being a business owner or anything. Like, you're gonna either play basketball, football, or you gonna rap. That's what they left on the table for you.
Let me see your resume. Local hero. What was that? Facebook. That thing about Facebook that you were telling me about earlier.
Shit. Oh yeah. So here's something. So the Kenosha militia actually had a Facebook page, and they were encouraging white males to bring their guns up there to Kenosha and march on Kenosha. They had 455 complaints. Facebook never shut it down. Look, we all know Facebook is racist. We just be honest. Let's not pretend that. Let's not beat around the bush. We all know Facebook is racist. We all know it's ran by racist motherfuckers. So it don't surprise me.
So, gee, what you think about that?
About what?
About Kenosha militia
Facebook
organizing themselves
advertising.
on Facebook and 400 and whatever complaints, and
55.
Facebook it didn't shut it down. How much you say?
455 complaints.
Well, why would Facebook shut it down? I mean, it's in par with what they're trying to do. See, but the problem is most of the people was marching was white. Surprise.
Aha!
Yeah. Two country. What you think about that?
Could you reiterate the question one
Stop
more
eating Pizza Hut, nigga.
I'm trying to set these households.
He write love letters. He write love letters to Little Caesar.
Well, I'm trying to set these about what?
It's about the Kenosha militia organizing themselves on Facebook, and numerous complaints came in on them, and they didn't shut them down like how they shut anything that's pro-black down. Okay, I think his signal messed up, so you got to get itself together. All right, then we'll just move on to Mr. Dior to 200 get back. What you think about the whole Facebook situation?
So I've been interested to see how people were going to respond to a lot of the things going on with Facebook, bro. When you talk about Zuckerberg, is that his name? Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got that right.
Right.
So when you look a little bit into it, and me and G been going back and forth about Tesla too, right? You have to really look at the roots of these people. They on the front, they look up and up, right? But when you go start digging into some of these organizations that they support, foundations that they reach out to, they not completely clan type organizations or anything, but they're suspect to say the least. And that's kind of how I always view Facebook. Like, they like Amazon, right? Like they jumped out there, they too big to remove. And at that point, when something is like that, I guess it's like a situation where, good luck with trying to call them out for they shit. They too big. Like right now today, we can find out that Mark Zuckerberg is like just, a grand wizard. And watch how many people will still wake up tomorrow morning and post it on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get, like, you're still making this man money. You're still making him billions of dollars every day. Fucking Jeff Bezos, prime example. I've been sitting around telling people for days, Amazon treats their employees like shit. They're one of the worst companies out here. Yet and still, everybody wakes up and orders shit from fucking Amazon. I'm guilty of it my damn self. Order shit from Amazon every fucking day, bro. It's like, when does real accountability come into place? You know what I'm saying? Like, when the fuck do we really wake up and be like, all right, look, we can't keep doing the same shit over and over. The same motherfuckers that's oppressing us, the same people that think we ain't shit, we're still giving them our money. This country only responds to violence and money. The only two ways you're gonna make them give a fuck. Either fuck with their money or blow some shit up. Fucking with their money is the absolute way to show them that you done. A lot of people talk this shit about shitting on blackout dates. Like, oh, y'all really think not shopping with somebody, not spending your money in a white business or a white establishment for one day is gonna make a difference? Absolutely.
Yeah, and it actually did make a difference.
And it did. And people don't understand that. And those numbers will never get released. You won't see nobody out there throwing a poll out or, you know, some factual numbers out there about how it did affect some of these businesses, because they don't want you to know your real power. Your true power is in solidarity. Coming together, doing something like that. An action as simple as saying, we're only going to shop on Tuesday. We only going to shop with black-owned businesses. No exceptions.
Speaking of black-owned business that we should support, I wish I knew one that we could support. Oh, The Ledge. We're black-owned. Support us.
Yeah. Support The Ledge. Get y'all ass out there and support these brothers. They doing good work.
Oh man.
Yo, we need that. You know what we need? We need that Tyrese drop. We need that. What more do they want from me?
Don't do the brother like that, man.
We're entertaining you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Speaking of black owned though,
man, I'm getting out of the motherfucker right now.
If y'all for all the whiskey drinkers out there, you should support the Uncle Nearest, which is owned by a black woman.
No
so
shit.
If you're in the whiskey,
that shit was fire.
Support that shit.
Oh yeah, go on our Facebook page. We got. I'm pretty sure I put a lot of black owned distilleries on there as well.
Is it a kid here?
Yeah, that's on our Ronnie line.
Hey, beautiful.
You could tell Chris a dad. He just with his straight mouth. Hey, beautiful.
Man, listen. I still shoot something, but shit, I love the kids, man.
Chris love the kids.
Hey, you gotta understand, Chris love the kids.
Man, all I know is we got to do better with raising them than some folks did with this couple of generations. But you know what? I say that, bro, but I get out here, being out here in these marches, being out here in these protests. Y'all won't believe how many young people that's out here, man.
The young homies out there, man. The young homies out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the youth out there, man. If anybody out there listening, bro, I'm proud of y'all. I stand with y'all in solidarity. Y'all, I got y'all motherfucking back. Y'all got my motherfucking support.
Except for the ain't shitter. All you ain't shitters, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about y'all. Please. I want you guys specifically to do me a huge personal favor and walk into Lake Michigan, drink fast and piss slow.
That was eerily specific.
You know, sometimes you got to be specific with certain people, because then they not follow direction and assume shit.
But nah, man, it's definitely a lot of youth organizers, just young people in general, who are fortunate, blessed, and smart enough to see what's going on around them and had the courage and the bravery to step out there and do something about it, man. I can't say enough about them.
Yeah,
since we got you here, I gotta hear your opinions on this Nick Cannon shit, man. I mean, I know it's old, but I was like, I gotta hear what you gotta say about this.
So, it's two sides to every sandwich.
Ronnie knows that. Well, Ronnie has four because he stacked the bread on top of each other.
Oh, Ronnie making double deckers. I get it.
Yeah.
But no, bro. There was definitely a side of me that instantly stood on. Well, I did not like the fact that here we are having to kind of like disown another black man, right? Like they shut him down instantly, and then look at us like, I know y'all ain't finna keep supporting him, right? Because we just shut him down, so that means y'all can't do it no more. Y'all can't support him, bro. I did not like what he said. I didn't. There was, you know what I'm saying. What he said felt a little fucked up.
Some of it was fucked up, but some of it was on point.
Huh? No. When you talking about because a person's pigmentation is paler, so they're more savage.
That's not what I'm saying. That's the fucked up part. But the original Jews being of darker complexion, I agree with that. But he didn't get in trouble. He didn't get in trouble for calling white people savages. He got in trouble for the Jew comment.
And see, again, they won't even acknowledge that, right? They saying they holding the whole conversation in context in full, right?
Mm-hmm.
And saying that the whole thing was just completely, they never really specifically pointed out why. They just took the whole conversation and said this was unacceptable. Which parts of it were, but what he did make some comments about, you know, who really runs entertainment, who runs all the media. He made a few comments, and I think that pissed them off more than anything. You know what I mean? Like,
what they when he said, "I get done with this, I already know they're gonna get rid of me." He proved them right. They did exactly what he said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And when you bring Professor Griff on your show,
I'm just saying that's
he said, "Well, we gonna talk about might get you in trouble."
Yeah.
And Nick knew that, and he went along with it. So that's my whole thing.
Shout out to Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to any and all people out there that's using their platforms to speak truth to power. Mm-hmm. That's not an easy thing to do. It's just not in society today with who we know controls media, social media, you know, all of, you know, every major outsource, right? We know that speaking truth to power is not an easy thing. That's not an easy thing, man. So shout out to those that's out there doing it, you know, with no unapologetically, right? Like they not finna bite their tongue. And we need more people out there like that, man. Too often we get caught up in entertainment and not really what's important. You know what I'm saying? Like Breakfast Club, for as big as they are, they could be a lot more powerful than what they are.
Yeah, they could.
You know what I mean? Like I would have took a whole 3-4 months. I think I would have took a whole 3-4 months dedicating airtime to black social politics, right? And like bringing a political person on, like bringing a black politician on the show, like shit like that. Which I know that they don't really own and operate that program. You know what I'm saying? That's
what Dane was talking about.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dane.
Yep. But yeah, bro, it's man, nah. I think Nick took a stance. Nick took a huge risk, and unfortunately, I think he's paying the cost for it. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like you can't hold good people down like that. You know what I'm saying? Good people will always prevail. All of the shit that Nick done outside of, you know, his entertainment, like his contributions.
He did a lot of stuff.
His philanthropy and things like that. Like yo, that dude ain't. You can't hold him. You can't keep him down. Whatever this is a minor setback. But with that also being said, I don't exist in a world without white people. I don't exist in a world without Asian people. I don't exist in a world without Latinos and so on and so on. I say that to say that we consciously as a collection of human beings have to learn how to live together. You just have to figure it out. Whatever you mad about, get the fuck over it. Whatever it is, you have to learn how to let that shit go because you do not occupy this space by yourself. You don't. We all are entitled to this fucking earth. This is all of ours. So get over yourself, get over whatever fucked up shit happened, and learn how to make peace and live in peace, man. You shouldn't have to wait till you dead to find peace. Motherfuckers quick to say rest in peace. Can I live in peace? Can we LIP?
Exactly.
I like
You know what I'm saying?
You ever live with a woman? Then hell no, you can't out.
Well, you was finna make me say something, but my wife still woke, so.
I know what that feels
I
like.
took one for the team, y'all. I took the hit for the team, man.
Nah, hey, look, and I guarantee you, not for nothing, when you find the right one, and I'm pretty sure you have, it ain't nowhere else you'd rather be, bro. It ain't nowhere else you'd rather be. We sit here and bullshit all day. It ain't easy being with him, but it damn sure ain't fucked up or, you know what I mean, anywhere remotely close to the hell that it could be.
Yeah.
If he was with the wrong one.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she don't shut the fuck up. But other than that, it's cool though.
You know, I had a problem with this. I can't really keep talking with this man on right now. I'm just thinking about the women organizations. I got to call them.
I'm taking these hits for you, man.
Man, why you
Hey, I'm doing all this for you.
Why
I'm
you
doing this for the people.
Why you keep putting the homie in a bind, man?
I'm the local hero. I'm doing this for the people.
Listen, I can almost tell you finna be the local motherfucking dismemberment in about 5 more minutes.
Hey, anybody listen, I want y'all to know that these are all jokes that I mean from the bottom of my heart, and I'm not apologizing to none of y'all. So y'all need to get over your shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, boy, it's crazy.
Okay, what? I'm about to scratch the shit.
All right. On that note, that was a wonderful show, I guess. So Christian Dior, man, I'm glad you came back to join us. Like I said,
thank y'all for having me, bro.
Anytime you want to come, man. But next time we gotta have you.
We did say we're gonna have you on the NBA channel too, man.
Yeah,
we gotta put you on the NBA
definitely
shit.
come over to NBA Timeout and you guys watch that when we drop that.
Yo, I can tell y'all right now, that shit gonna get volatile, B. Me in sports, that's like 92 of my arrests right there.
All right, so guys, look forward to seeing him on NBA Timeout with us, where we talk our shit about the basketball, NBA. Hell, if you want to talk about some college sports, I'm willing to listen. But anyway,
we're not talking about the NFL though.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I just can't get with football. But yeah, next time we gotta have you on the show. We gotta have you on the show with the what's his name at?
Oh my man, fuck, I can't say his motherfucking. I can't say his Facebook name. I don't know why the fuck I can't say.
Chuck Wallaby.
Chuck Wallaby.
Akili.
Yeah, because I feel like you two get together, it's gonna be nothing but knowledge drop.
I was trying to get him on tonight, but he had some business things he had to get to.
Yeah,
all good. We'll get it together. Shit, you know, I'm always here, man. Anytime I love shooting the shit with you guys. Always a blessing to be, you know, in the presence of you silly ass motherfuckers. I swear, if somebody say something every time I come on this show, that's just like, who thinks of shit like that? Like, these motherfuckers are very fucked up, and I love y'all for it, man.
It's definitely G.
Yeah, man, them niggas are very fucked up. I feel you, B. They not like us because they all like different play from West Side.
Hey, so listen, we not gonna do this, right? We not gonna do this, okay? Here's what we gonna do. We're gonna take a step back, and we're gonna put our truth hats back on, and we're gonna tighten the motherfuckers up real tight. Because we don't need to tell the people no lies, all right?
I drive with the windows down and half fell out the window.
No, okay, you need to stop, pull over, and go back and find that motherfucker, okay?
But do it still feel like you got the hat on because you got the ring around your head now?
Yeah, I do feel like I still got the hat on. So it's kind of like
ring around. You got a ring around your head?
Yeah, his hat was real tight.
Well, he do got a lot of head. That motherfucker head big as must.
You would know, right?
Hey, I want to send
You
it. I
Yeah.
want to
get
send a
your
shout
chance
out.
to say pause, nigga.
No pause. I meant exactly how it sounded. I want to send.
Yeah, pause.
I want to send a shout out to
Damn.
produce beats with a chef hat on.
We didn't hear you. We actually did not hear you at all.
You got to redo your shout
I said I
out.
want to
You
send.
got to redo your shout out.
I said I want to send a shout out to Ronnie. Shout out to my man who he make beats with a chef hat on.
Is that for real?
I don't know. I don't do that.
I'm
Ronnie
just
doing
saying
that
because that's
Chef
dope as
Boyardee
hell. If
shit.
he did, like nigga, that's like a dope ass kind of. He
I
make beats with a chef's hat on, my nigga. Like
He cooking in the
that's
kitchen.
that's the dope. That's ill shit
Yeah.
right there. That's the illest nigga in Nebraska. Fuck out of here.
He said in Nebraska.
He Grammy.
I don't know how to do that.
He Grammy nominated, man.
Nebraska.
He Grammy nominated for Food Sounds.
Y'all people is nuts. But anyway, it's been real. It's been thrill. So we gonna get on up out of here. Like I said, we got the homie Christian Dior
Yes, sir.
coming back definitely. We got the homie Two Country, local hero, and G Wayne, and I'm your humble but gracious host, Ken Bro, and we about this motherfucker. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
Hey Ronnie.
Piece of shit.
Hey Ronnie.
What
Hey,
up?
Aaron.
Hey Ronnie.
Hey,
Hey
Aaron.
Ronnie.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey Ronnie.
Hey, Aaron.
You ever say Pizza Hut again? I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, Aaron.
What
I want you to know.
Oh, let me
Hey,
get Craig about
You
the
don't
room.
want that asshole like I gave Ken
Hey,
earlier.
Aaron.